We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he's got some space here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwater. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Quarter. You good? He come across? Hey, watch number 33. All right, sir.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Darkwa. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jack 16.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Rivers. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Delta! Set! Delta!
From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. Rivers now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. On the run, Darkwa. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Darkwa. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
a dart one. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go. Jack 16.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Jackson's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Snickers, 66.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing Rivers. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready. 390.
Now a carry for Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Set. 380. Hey, 79. 79.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Snickers, you got to spin. Squirrel! Corner. Show that bench release and go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Set. Black 20. 53 at the light. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Rivers now from the 50. He drops it off for Bernard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Rivers again. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, it's Rivers. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
0.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Final play of the half, Rivers. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And McDonald here over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Double, double. You got 4.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. A dump underneath to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And Stills over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double. Hey, watch the ball. Double.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jack 16. Dad! Black 80! Watch a slant.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Load it! Load it!
Play fake. Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long for Rivers. Going deep this time for Miller. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Let's go. Quarter.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Roethlisberger now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Orleans Darkwa, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Rivers now on second down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Now Roethlisberger. That's caught by Jackson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Roethlisberger now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
4 down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Snickers, 66.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Caught left side by Hilton. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing Rivers. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's Rivers over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Keep it skinny. Ready. 390.
To the air again here. Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Rivers now to throw on first down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. He drops it off for Bernard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rivers again. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone, and now 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
4 down, check, 4 down.
And some room to run now. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll run it here. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here.